6 or 7
Yeah,
championships.
yeah.
The hardest to win an NBA championship.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
well, let's
they
see if
all
we can
sound like
back it up with
You know what? Save the predictions, LeBron. I don't want to hear it. Like, prove it.
Yeah.
Basically, and you brought up the point of like the meanness in celebrity, but it's like sports especially. It's like you don't have that kind of like, you know, players don't. And in any sport, players don't stay at the same team for like more than a few years. They like bounce around to who's ever giving them the biggest deal. It takes a big person, a big man to stand
Larry
and
Bird,
like deliver
Michael
for a
Jordan,
team.
like Kobe Bryant, like, you know what I'm saying? Like all these people say everything. But LeBron is a good guy. He seems like a good role model.
Yeah.
He seems like a class act. I mean, it's just this kind of guy.
I want to do well.
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see a Heat game, like no doubt.
Well, now that's everybody. I mean, that's exactly.
Who takes the shot?
Everyone
That's
wants
my
to
question.
see
Who takes the shot? All right. Well, why don't we?
It's Dwayne Wade's team, no matter what, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's true. And LeBron's walking in. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's maybe shift gears a little bit. Talk about
a fan topic.
Yes.
This is something that we opened up to Twitter yesterday and said, you know, let us know what you guys are talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, big news is the oil spill, the BP oil spill in the Gulf. I just got a mobile update on my phone before we started this, and according to BP, they seem to have control over the gushing.
Now, is it a permanent? Because what I was reading is like they were like doing it. It was like a temporary fix because they were worried that there was going to rupture other parts and like.
Or it was just going to blow it back off.
Yeah, or blow it back off.
I think they're just waiting to see. They've been dialing down the pressure slowly and I think no more oil is coming out right now. They're not sure.
To me, it's very simple. It's like it happened 3 months ago
at
this point.
3 months.
And I understand that there's a process to everything and there's trial and error and but there needs
How
to
do
be.
they not have a plan?
Yeah, exactly. There's got to be a backup plan. You can't like put like pipeline underwater and be like, it's not gonna blow.
Well, that's the thing. Like they blew through their first defense and they didn't have a backup defense.
Yes.
And it's incredible to me that it's incredible to me that there's just not like a higher price to pay.
Yeah, well, I mean, what's
I know.
What's really incredible, I don't know if you guys, I don't know if it was the last Rolling Stone that came out, but they did, a short piece on it, and they're talking about BP basically just shifting gears and trying to do all this offshore drilling in the Arctic Circle.
That's a great place to do it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's why is there no consequence though?
It's preparation. It's like they need to just why can't we figure out how to put oil in something that's not gonna spill? You know what I'm saying? It's just like
you would think
that's exactly it.
It seems so simple, but it's just like.
But now it's happened, and hopefully everybody learns from this terrible thing. But they're having some issues, and on CAMBIO actually, Jordan Sparks went down to New Orleans and to the Gulf Coast, and there's a really, really awesome piece. I know we all watched it that CAMBIO did, CAMBIO Cares, and just seeing it so close and talking to some of the people that we know at CAMBIO and to Jordan, who are down there and smelling the oil. And it's like,
it's how much
toxic.
oil? I was reading that over 2 million gallons a day of oil.
It's ridiculous.
2 million.
And I guess what one of the big issues now is BP. They're cleaning things up, but they've totally internalized the cleanup operation, shutting out the public. You have to be hired by BP in order to clean up. So it's not very transparent.
Super shady.
All these local people who now don't have a job anymore, you can hire those local people who want to help.
You got to sustain the economy.
Plus, it's
you know what they're doing?
It's cool, guys. We're clean.
Exactly. There's no check.
You know what I heard they're doing instead? And I need to check my sources on this. I don't want to broadcast false information, but I'm going to look it up. But I heard that BP, instead of hiring the locals to help in the cleanup effort and put money back into the economy, they're getting local inmates. They're shipping in prison inmates to clean up this stuff, which is terrible.
Welcome back to back to work.
Yeah, and we lost track of a few of them. Don't know where they went.
It's like,
but we're gonna clean up that mess too.
They're like, hey, we get free labor from prison inmates. It's wrong. So.
Do you want to hear
let me ask you this though, because it's obviously an unfortunate. It's unfortunate no matter how you slice it.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Had they been more sincere in their efforts? Because I don't know. Were they sincere in their efforts at least apologizing and things like that?
It didn't seem like it.
I think they're sincere for one reason. Every gallon of oil they lose affects their bottom line.
They have to clean up. They lose money twice. They lose that oil.
But they don't even lose that much, because I was reading they make $60 million a day, and they said they're going to put $7 million a day towards relief. So it's That's not even.
So that's unacceptable. to
Yeah,
me. It's
right.
like somebody like needs to step up and say this is wrong.
Right.
Somebody needs to be mad. Like get mad.
Well, I mean, the
I
president
think-
they saw him on like a boat or something, right? Like the weekend after, like, and he was like nothing had happened or something. Or
At the end of the day, as long as people continue to buy BP gasoline, they will continue to make money.
Well, that's why
if you want to make a difference, stop buying BP gasoline.
I agree.
That's
I
how
agree.
you like.
Yep.
If you really, really want them to feel it, you hit them where it hurts. You hit them on their bottom line.
Agreed
Yeah.
on one aspect. On the other aspect, it's like it was an accident. No one did it on purpose. So it's like
Understood.
if
But
you-
it could have been avoided.
Agreed.
Just like any.
I'm just saying, it's like
Mhm.
you know,
because they've actually had other
there's-
accidents
you know.
in the past.
And it's also if that's I'm saying that if you feel passionate about that,
Yeah,
that's
right.
that's
something
your
to do.
action. Like that's
Definitely.
your
You could
role
also-
as a consumer
you
in
could-
with any
Well,
product.
tell us about things you can do. You can
Mhm.
write. You can write or call or email your congressman,
Yeah.
your local rep. That's one thing that people just don't do anymore.
Yeah.
My mom, anytime I got mad at something like when
That's
I
a
was
mom
younger,
thing. That's
my mom would be
my mom
like,
would just
"Mom,
say,
you
"Mom
have
would be
letters."
like, write them a letter, write them an angry letter."
Moms be
Yeah,
having like
yeah, so I gotta
pens
do-
and
yeah.
paper.
well, here's the thing. Nobody writes letters anymore.
Yeah.
So now when your congressman gets a letter,
Yeah,
he's
he's
like,
like,
holy crap,
yeah,
look, I got
this
a
is
letter.
crazy.
I'm gonna read it.
I know, right?
He's
You know,
like,
so-
he like talks to his secretary. He's like, any mail? Or he
Yeah.
or she's like, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually got one angry letter for you.
Like I like angry.
You know what's funny is I actually visited Capitol Hill a couple months ago, and it's so crazy. You can walk into pretty much any
Anybody's
office,
Yep.
any office,
Right.
no appointment, just like knock on your congressman's door. Hey,
Tell 'em- tell
what's
'em.
going on?
That's-
I'm one of your constituents.
Right.
Like this is something on my
You're
mind.
not doing right by me.
Let's
And-
talk. Want to get some lunch?
Yeah, exactly. And obviously that's extreme. You'd have to travel probably pretty far to get there, but you know,
But you can get,
Yeah,
you can
well,
have
that's
your
it.
voice can be heard. Which
Yeah.
is
Let's
great.
see what everyone out there
Yeah.
thinks.
Yeah.
Because this was your pick.
Yeah,
of
this
what you
is
wanted to
right.
hear us talk about.
What do you guys
so-
think about this?
We got people talking.
Let's
about
read one or
ratings.
two maybe.
Nothing about the oil. I mean, there's so much going on. Talk
Yeah.
about the oil spill now. Now nobody's saying anything about the oil spill.
We do appreciate your questions though about Honor Society and the band, and
All right.
well,
People actually interested in sports, it looks like.
Yeah, a lot of
which is
football.
cool.
Uh-huh.
Which is good.
More football,
Um,
basketball. So remember that sports topics.
All
Sports
right.
topics are good.
All right. Well,
All right, do you want to
what's like? It's funny because I feel like we're talking about like a lot of things I've seen trending on Twitter,
Mhm.
and one of the things I saw today was Mel Gibson.
Oh, Mel.
Oh,
Oh,
Mel.
Put his foot in his mouth. again.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
if
Mel.
I were Mel Gibson, thank God I'm not. If I were though, I would just assume that I'm being taped all the
Yeah,
time.
all the time. Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing, because the tape is him talking to his girlfriend or wife,
No, his
whatever it is,
wife.
right? His wife, right? So, like,
I would assume that there's bugs everywhere.
Everywhere.
because he's just candidly talking.
Like
That's
bed
like,
bugs.
he doesn't.
Yeah, he's like,
He has no
he's
clue.
talking and he's furious, and
Yeah.
she's like really like, well, okay, if that's what you think. She's like stone cold through the whole thing.
Well,
It's
she's
just-
probably taping it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why
Oh,
I'm
no, you
like,
just said-
if I'm Mel Gibson, I'm hearing like,
She's
this
like-
isn't like, are you?
Yeah, wait a minute, you're not
Are you?
arguing
Why are you
back.
so
She's
tough?
like, uh-huh.
Why are
Can you
you?
just speak louder into my shoulder?
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just Mel needs to
Stop.
stop,
Just
or just
stop.
make more action movies, one
Yeah.
or the other.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He's just, anytime he talks, he's basically going to say, so he's going to offend somebody.
But here's the thing,
That's-
like, that's not even something that you would say behind closed doors. Like, a lot of these
Oh.
comments are just like totally.
Like, people say some messed up stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
alright.
Like we would.
I don't- yeah,
we
I
would
don't
never
think-
I don't say those things.
Well, yeah, he's just, because the thing is, he comes off, he's so angry, too. Like, he
Yeah.
doesn't, he's just like an angry, like, disgruntled
I know.
I've
person.
never known somebody that can